Hello everyone, my name is Filipa Bento Nogueira and I'm here to present the poster presentation, Interventions to Increase Fertility Awareness in Adolescents, a Systematic Review. This review was done with a research team that was composed by Filipa Nunes, Raquel Martins and also Professor Mariana Veloso Martins. It was funded by the Foundation of Science and Technology of Portugal. Starting out by the study question, we have established the following one. What is the current level of fertility knowledge in adolescents, and how effective are educational interventions in cultivating awareness and influencing reproductive health behaviors? We have come to the conclusion that adolescents do not have sufficient fertility awareness and that tailored interventions improve knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors efficiently. So, it shows the importance of structured, evidence-based fertility education for this demographic group. What do we know already? The global prevalence of infertility is increasing, as well as the social trend to delay parenthood. We also know that the general population does not have sufficient fertility awareness. So, this may hinder the possibility to make informed reproductive decisions. In this sense, awareness campaigns have the potential to decrease age-related infertility risks and are well received and proven to be effective in adolescents. However, further development is needed. So, we developed a systematic review of literature. We are now currently developing the meta-analysis, and this systematic review of literature was performed to assess the effectiveness of fertility education interventions and was designed for adolescents aged between 12 to 19. The review was registered in Prospero and is reported following PRISMA guidelines. We have looked for RCTs published between 2010 and 2024 in databases such as Cochrane, PsycInfo, Medline, and Web of Science. The search strategy contained mesh terms that were associated with adolescents, fertility awareness, interventions, and RCTs. Articles that were written either in English, Spanish, or Portuguese were included. Eligible studies reported interventions developed for adolescents without health conditions that affect fertility to improve fertility awareness. Risk of bias was assessed by 2 independent reviewers with the Effective Public Health Practice Project tool. We found a total of 903 studies, of which we selected 37 that were included in the review. The majority of interventions were provided in schools in North America and Africa. Other relevant settings were clinics, community groups, informal settlements, and summer camps. Sample size ranged from 100 to 3,000, and interventions formats varied with educational sessions being the most prominent, typical lasting from 30 to 100 minutes. Certain interventions combined booklets, videos, worksheets, posters, and workshops with web-based programs or text messaging. The level of knowledge in samples was found to be consistently low, and multiple studies described gender-based differences in outcomes. Adolescents of the female gender had higher fertility knowledge compared to male participants. General findings showed these interventions to be beneficial in improving reproductive health knowledge, skills acquisition, and demonstrated positive changes in attitudes and behaviors of participants, decreasing risky sexual behaviors. Here we found the selection process according to PRISMA guidelines, and also we have a geographical representation of the reporters included. As I said before, the most prevalent was North America and Africa, but we also had studies done in Europe, in Asia, but no studies were found in Australia. Representation of participants' gender were mostly done with both genders and female participants, but no studies were found only focusing on male participants. For limitations and reasons for caution, we included studies that exhibit high heterogeneity in fertility knowledge assessment along with methodological limitations. So it is important to be cautious in the interpretation of these results. We also only included RCTs to ensure rigor, however, it may have led to the exclusion of relevant studies. Moreover, variations in intervention content, length, and delivery methods restrict the generalization of results across diverse cultural contexts and different populations. Finally, for wider implications of the findings, we pinpoint the importance of fertility education interventions in addressing individual risk factors. Reproductive health literacy and behaviors can be improved with structured programs, and future research should broaden samples and also include validated measures in fertility-specific content to increase effectiveness and also guarantee broader applicability across adolescent population, and also these types of intervention are appreciated and also commended. As I said before, we are currently doing a meta-analysis of the studies that we have found. I'd like to thank you for your attention.